Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Keekers. Oh, hold up. Hold up. This song though, it goes hard. Hey. Oh. Hey. 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 Okay, sorry. Let's just turn the music down real quick, okay? It's really bumping though. Hey guys, again, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keekers32. We're gonna be playing a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I heard a lot of things about this game. My friend recommended it to me, said it was free, and they said that this game is has a really good story. It's a love story, and that it's a very cute game. And I'm all about that. And I told them, as long as there's no hentai, I don't do that. And just looking at them, this screams hentai. But because it's my friend, I know not to believe him anything, and I don't believe that this is a cutesy, innocent game. I already got warnings about disturbed children and whatnot, so yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be a horror game. I just think it's gonna be a horror game. But right now, it doesn't seem like it at all, cause this song go hard. Might have to blast this, man, in my job or something. Let's just jump right into it, and I'm excited. Hopefully you guys stick around and watch with me because it's gonna be fun. I tell you, the girl's already looking pretty. I don't know who I'm gonna choose. All right. Okay, new game. Here we go. Ah! Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, that kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Wait, what? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Okay, we gotta create a voice. Just very cute girl. Short hair, ribbon in the hair. I'm gonna get it a cutesy vibe. I'm gonna try to be cute. But I caught you this time. Oh, God. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me and Roanoa. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But did you wait for me after all? I guess you don't have it to be mean even if you wanted to. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Roanoa, have you decided on a club yet? A club? I told you already. Oh, sorry. It's him. It's me. I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's me to a T! I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Okay, so what I'm getting from this girl is that neighbor, obsessed with me, secretly love me, childhood friend, got it, right there. Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Alright, so that's girl number 1. The school day is ordinary as ever. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That's me. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the one left in the classroom.
I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I just came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
That's gonna kill my voice, okay? But we're gonna commit. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you may need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
I'm not cute. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Of course, this is where it begins. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
That's what I see when I read it, okay? Dolphin. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
She suckered me. She suckered me in. And thus, today makes the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Me and you both, boys. Selling my soul for food airtime. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new...
Oh, sorry, it's me. Dang, I switched back and forth. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Oh, miss. That's my type right here. Look at her. Long purple hair, arms back, chest prominent. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. This is the one. This is the one I will choose. She looks sophisticated, so we're going to give her a... Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Okay, we got the sassy brat.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, another. This is giving Blossom. This is like Blossom, this girl on the left. We got Bubbles in the middle and Buttercup. Well, not really Buttercup. Never mind. Well, anyway. Ah, Roanoa. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Hell yeah, it's my kind of club. All about them hot females. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Bitch. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She got them A cups. A cups made first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things. Oh, sorry. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Ro and Noah. Monica smiled. Whoa, what's with that stance, girl? You did that bounce turn, huh? Alright, you freaky. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Mama. We made room for you at the table so you can sit to me or next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Oh, her voice kills me.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then, how? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't heard this somewhere before.
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayuri said,
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy.
Alright. Calm down, girl. Shit. Damn! I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teacup next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this... Oh, that's me. Shoot! I just got distracted by her beauty, okay? Can't help it. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. He's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Damn, Monica! You done cock-blocked this girl. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader!
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Okay, I got these girls down. I feel like I got them down. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ro and Noah, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if not only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are!
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuki look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ro and Noah? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I've never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Girls, you look so cute. Okay, I still like the purple head and Monica. So maybe purple head is number 1, Monica 2, Sayuri 3, and Sass Ass is 4. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. But I'm sorry. I thought. Rowan Noah. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighted up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. Well, what is her voice? If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over to me at once more. Ro and Noah, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Romadoma, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayuri never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school. For clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in the leisure club? Duh, look at these girls, boy, what the hell? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yeah, I want Yuri. I told you that right now. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ooh, we're gonna write a poem. No! It's time to write a poem. Pick what you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh. Okay. Let's... Alright, we want Yuri. So she expressed her interest in horror. This is hard. I'm guessing Bubbles is Miss Cutesy. What? Unending? Eternity. It's like, I don't know, wordy. Alright, girl. She jumped. She must like it. Doki Doki. Incongruent. Yes, hard words impress this girl. Yes. Okay, we're doing good. 4 out of 20. Dang, a lot. Uncanny. It's uncanny. It's scary. Existence, misfortune, headphones, games, vivacious. Yes. It's like the hardest words is her. World, she said. Okay, good. What's it called? Yes. I told you, it's always the words I don't know that it's her. Intellectual. Yes, she is a very intellectual girl. See that? Right here. Yes. This is the hardest word. What does it mean? I don't know, but she likes it. Infinite is the hardest word here, and we're gonna click it. Correct. You see, we choose the hardest word, and it's her. Vivid. Vivid. Yay! Tenacious. Yay! Hard words. Let's go. Fantasy. No. Chocolate. Essence. Maybe essence. Yes. Climax. I'm just thinking of like in story wise. Entropy, because I don't know what that means. Or unrequited. Ooh. They're both hard. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a chicken by the toe. If she hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Unrequited? No, it's her! Damn it. That's fine. It's fine. Adventure? She likes adventure. Nope. Not her. Eager. Calm? No, we're getting it wrong. Vitality. Ooh, close. Melancholy. Ooh. Chose the two hardest word in the last time. Okay, so I think majority of it was Yuri. Hi again, Ro and Noah. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ro and Noah. I hope this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if... Oh my god! What happened? I just skipped everything. Dang it! Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Dang it, I don't know. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it?
Never mind.
Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I told you, already buying me gifts. This girl was my favorite. She's so cute, so nice. I love it, I enjoy it. She even picked out a book she think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Oh, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Ooh, I like where this is going. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let her go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Roanoa? It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their own one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into the bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. I keep pressing something and I'm skipping it. Dang, sorry. I don't really need to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. We're sharing a book, guys. We're sharing a book and we're close to each other. Oh, right. I like where this is going. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. I like this angle. I like this angle a lot. Alright, so she's holding it like this, and I'm holding it like this, and we're right next to each other. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Bro, that's what we want! That's what we want! It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Oh! She looked at me. Look at her, she looked at me. Ah! Yeah? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and then our eyes meet. Girl, I know you're looking at me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, she's smiling. Oh my god, so cute. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Roanoa, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh, What are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, here comes Monica to block it out. She always does that, Monica girls. The second time you're gonna cock block. How does she hold her finger? What's happening? How did she do that? Wait, what? Okay, what? This one down like this. Oh my god, it's hurting my hand. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. And by the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh, big decision. Our first decision. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I told y'all. Hold on. The song got me in a trance. Okay. So I'm going to click on Yuri, because that's who we're trying to get. Okay, hello. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Remember, I made this poem especially for her, so exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I guess we did impress her. He's going to hate me. Why? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Her stammering is completely gone, and that she sounds like an expert. Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Oh, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny after all. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? That is funny. Let us read my girl's poem. Ghost under light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. The light flickers. I flicker back. So alluring, Yuri. Alluring Yuri. I loved it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? Girl, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? That laugh, though. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ro and Noah. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too. So, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ro and Noah. Me too. You're so cute, girl. You're so cute. Oh, we're showing our poem to everybody. I will show it to Monica, because we always want that Monica. She's our leader. She's our master. She's my second choice, but I don't mind a little Monica. Hi, Roanoa. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring these things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring these up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. There's that Monica famous pose again. Chest out, ass out. I like it. Don't worry, Roanoa. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. That's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Roanoa. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it really counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Of course, that's why I did it. I chose her. She's my babe.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that, effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it, just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and you'll learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'm gonna end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love seeing you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing anyone. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Yeah, that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Take a sip real quick, okay? It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Monica. 10 out of 10, girl. Your poem made me feel some type of way. You and Yuri, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ugh. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Oh, what's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. But it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other, Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Monica. Such good advice. I shall cherish it very deeply. I guess I gotta show my poem to all of them. So we're gonna show it to my friend, my neighbor, my best friend Sayuri. That'll be the next choice. Natsuki's last because she is annoying. What was her voice?
This is good poem, Joe. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me.
Well, to be honest,
I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Noah. Deep down, you're kind of selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people can do.
Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you, alright?
I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Oh, it's quite a lot. Let's read it in her voice, shall we?
The way you go through my blinds is a boy dick. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Baby, rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to waste a rainy day? If you look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Well, this is the most relatable one. Girl, don't we all want to eat? Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah, but next time...
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, her voice kills me. It really does. Kills me. Okay, I guess we have to show it to everybody, so I'll show it to her. I really don't like her. She's just mean. She's a mean little girl. She reminds me of like a chihuahua. Okay? A chihuahua. Last but not least, A-cup girl. Mean little A-cup girl. Little chihuahua. We're just gonna call it chihuahua, okay? Natsuki. What was her voice again? Rowan Noah, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe? You actually put an effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Yes, because it's short. It looks stupid already. But I'll give it a go. Let me sip on some coffee first, okay? All right, here we go. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Girl, if this is not my kindergarten book, reading time in a circle, then I don't know what it is. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Oh, well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Ah, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. And I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, she was the least one that I liked in her poem was Jungkook. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. If everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing. Hold on. The bop music is back. Oh. Dang, bruh. This is a bop, bruh. Okay, sorry. Get back to it. So distracting. The music is so good. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Madoka are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. They don't look too happy at all. What's happening with them? As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it. And Roanoa did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Roanoa liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Here it comes, the squabble among girls. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Roanoa appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, my girl's burning her. My girl is coming back.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ro and Noah started showing up. Miss A Cup, how dare you? Miss A Cup, how dare you? Low blow. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... Oh, both of them. This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Ro and Noah. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Roanoa. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Roanoa? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Oh my god, I mean, sorry Natsuki. I really like Yuri more. Am I gonna click it? And you went low, girl. You're bringing up things that don't even belong here. Like that boob thing, that was... I'm sorry, it's gonna be Yuri. What? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Ugh. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri.
She doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. The childish antics of a freshman, right? She's a freshman. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approached her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything all right? I am so embarrassed. I can't believe believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Roanoa, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about me, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? It's the boob thing, boy. It's the boob thing. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was... Well, mostly. Roanoa, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Another poem. Okay. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Well, I now we're ready to walk home.
Sure, let's go.
Yee!
Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. But we don't like her. She's our best friend. Friend zoned, okay? So just keep that in your mind, okay? We're trying to get Yuri. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I see them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Yeah.
Every day
is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Siri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, I don't know. Poem number 2. Let's save it right here, just in case. I saved 1 poem, 2 poem. I'll just save out the poems because it makes like decision for each girl. Makes sense to me anyway. Yeah, we're gonna stop it right here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for episode 2. Yeah, hopefully something happens. Big choices are made. I don't know. See you later. Bye.